My name is Adrian Nantchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. Now, should you go to college or university? Now, far be it from me to tell you what to do with your life, but here's my thoughts and my opinions and feelings. Now, I remember in mid-2012 going to Leeds, Liverpool for a day or an afternoon, and someone asked me whether they should go to university or not. And at the time, I was about halfway through my university term, or just under halfway through. Now I have 3 years. And I said to him back then, go for the networking, that's really good. But I was at university from 2011 till 2014. I'm not going to say what course or where per se, but my thoughts now in hindsight is university degrees are not important, not really relevant, unless you're doing something big like medicine or surgery or engineering or things like that, or hard sciences, because they're completely different. However, I think that in the future, having said that, I think in the future, maybe next 20, 30 odd years from now, art degrees and quote-unquote liberal art degrees will be quite valuable, because right now programmers are in short supply, and AI is slowly learning to program itself. So when AI can program itself, and when the shortage of programmers has been satisfied, and there's plenty of programmers, then it will be a lack of creativity. And AI, especially when AI can do a lot of the jobs that people can already do today, like law and contract fulfillment and programming, stuff like that. In the future, 15, 20, 30 years from now, a lot of liberal art kind of stuff and creativity, human creativity, which robots can't really replace, will be in demand. Now, taking a step back, today, is it still recommended? Generally speaking, no, because even from a liberal arts degree perspective, that's creativity, that can really be learned, that can be self-taught. A lot of people complain nowadays about free education, but education is already free. You go into Khan Academy, Coursera, all these other places online, YouTube for example, Lydia, Udemy and Skillshare, all this stuff, the majority of stuff is for free, online, or it can be bought and learnt for a pittance, £10 to £10 to 200 odd pounds, and it's like, that is so much cheap. And people out there do independent courses. These things are so cheaper than going to university or going to college and all the rest. And it's like, well, why would you even bother? You know, all this stuff you can learn, all the stuff you can learn is online. Now, also, take another step back, is I wouldn't suggest going to university straight out of secondary school, straight after high school, whatever, because I think 1 to 3 years you need to really learn who you are. You've spent all these years in secondary school, kindergarten, primary school, blah blah blah, where else, summer school and etc., working, doing homework, commuting, travelling, being a building 9 to 5 all day. You're essentially distracted. You need to spend 1 to 3 years to discover who you are and look inwards, look internal. Meditation, travel, reading, exploring, things like that. Starting a business or simply just travelling. You need to do something that allows you to sit down and realise who you are. Because unless you realise who you are, you're going to be very upset later on in life. You're going to slowly realise, this isn't me, what I've been doing for the last 10 years, this isn't me, I'm more this, I'm more that, this is not me. And possibly that also helps, that may be a cause of where like midlife crisis comes along, where it's like, you've done this for 20 odd years, 15 odd years, and it's like, this isn't me, I want to do something else, I want a drastic change. And you need to spend some time to learn who you are. And if you go from school straight to university thinking, I'm going to study this thing and become this kind of career, but then halfway through it you realise, yeah, this isn't really me, I'm more for this. That's exactly what happened to me. Halfway through my course, near the end, now just 2/3 through it, I started to realise I'm more of a leader, I'm more of a visionary, I'm not a bureaucrat, I'm not a behind the scenes character, I'm more of in front, I'm a leader, I'm a producer, I'm a director, I'm not behind the scenes. It's like, no, I'm more in charge. And I started to realise that in the back of my head, and it's like, that was the seed, and over time that was the seed of entrepreneurship, where it's like, yeah, let's do something completely different. And everything I know now is self-taught as well. So it's like, you don't need a degree. And also, let's take another step back and look at it this way. Everyone in the world, not everyone, but majority of people these days have got a university degree, or a bachelor's, or a master's, or a MBA, or a PhD, and all these things. Each of them, different value. I think MBA is okay, but probably a lot of theory. And to be honest, there are ways to get MBAs for free online anyway. I mean, I've probably got an MBA the equivalent of in knowledge. So everyone's got a degree, but then so let's look at supply and demand. The supply of people in the world with a degree is through the roof. Everyone's got one. Mickey Mouse degrees, whatever. All right, okay. But then you say, let's look at another academic piece of paper. Let's look at a book. A book, for example. A book. You've authored a book. How many authors do you know by name? I know about 6 at a stretch, but I know about 2 or 3 quite easily. And it's like, if you write a book, for example, on the stuff you've learned, 1, you're an author. 2, not everyone else is an author. How many authors do you know? Not very many. And 3, you actually take what you know, put it into a piece of paper which shows persistence and ability, but also it shows tenacity, meaning that you're going to put your ideas on paper and share it with the world. And if people buy it, then that means there's value in your knowledge. If you just got a degree, it's kind of arbitrary. It's like, yeah, someone said you're valuable. But if you go out there and share it with the world and people actually pay you money for your book and for your information and knowledge, then that shows real value, because people are willing to put money into something you've created and learned. So if everyone's got a degree, why bother? Get another degree. Why bother? Just write a book. Learn about this stuff. Spend a few months or a year or whatever, or travel, and write a book. Fiction or non-fiction, your choice. If you want to write in literature, write some fictional work. Start with a blog. Do some courses, of course. Learn about it. Learn and learn and learn and learn and learn. But then write your own book. I know all the stuff I know. I'm writing my second book actually right now on marketing and content marketing, and all the stuff I've learned is I've pieced together over the past year or so, and it's culminating into this book, which is Avalanche Effect. No. That's the first title. Attention Avalanche. That's it. Endlessly create content to engage, inspire, and convert more customers. And it's like, that's pretty cool. Who's written a book? Not only people. So it's like, learn who you are. Learn you can do this stuff online for free, at home as well, and write a book. University's okay. I think you can learn some good stuff, but even the networking, you can network online. I started a podcast very recently. I'm networking with people, which is one, and I'm learning from them as well, which is one very, very unexpected thing that I would get from starting a podcast. Just network then, Eventbrite, Meetup. Go into Facebook groups and do these things, or start your own thing, and subreddits. There's other ways of networking with people on a much bigger scale. I think podcasting is a damn good way, because you're creating content and you're networking with people on a one-to-one basis. So the connection, the relationship you're building is immaculate. It's not what you know. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows stuff. It's not who you know, because that's a very powerless way of approaching it. Oh, they know me. Oh, if they need my help or whatever, they'll contact me. But it's who knows you. It's who knows you. These people are like, he's smart. I want to work with him. That guy knows his stuff. Let's have him on the show. Let's invite him on the show. That guy's smart. I like his book. I'm going to buy a few copies and invite him on stage. That kind of stuff. So college is okay for the hard sciences, but for an entrepreneur, no. University is interesting experience as well. I don't want to go too deep into the political stuff, but it's interesting. And no, I don't recommend it, because there's alternatives. There's other things to do in life. So my question of the day to you is: are you thinking of doing university, and why? I'm curious as to what your thought process is. I did university a few years ago, and I'm also kind of thinking about getting a law degree, or law degree, or MBA, or biology, because I want to learn the stuff about law, because it might be useful, might be applicable in some quasi business way, but also there's no point in doing it online. There's no point in doing it in person. Just do it online. You know, do it online. Maybe I don't know, take the bar test or something, or do a 1-year quick course at a university or something. I don't know. Well, there's some logistics around it, or something like that. You know, or an MBA, or not really get the title, the certificate, but certainly read a couple of books where it's like, this is like MBA condensed. So stuff like that. So so the question of the day to you is: are you thinking about doing university? Oh, by the way, the law kind of stuff is very low priority. I got so much other stuff to do. It's like it's a nice idea, but it's like, yeah, put it on the back burner for whenever, a few years down the line, whatever. So the question of the day to you is: are you thinking of doing university, and why? Why? What's your reasoning? What's your rationale? What do you think? Are you going to do university? And what's your rationale? Why? That's the question of the day. And also remember that this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So go out there today and do something remarkable. But in the meantime, however, click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification right next to it for the latest uploads. How cool is that?